Hey guys, week 7, we're almost there. For this week's discussion, pretty much we're talking about making modifications to our plans and what have we learned throughout the semester so far and how we can implement that into our project plans. Um, One thing about project management is that we're gonna run into a lot of obstacles. We might think that the project is running great, and then all of a sudden you have an obstacle, an unforeseen event, or because of some area, and there's a complication or whatnot. But most important, even though those things will or will not happen, you still have to maintain that proper line of communication within your team. So, with that, our first question, it says, how will what you learn in this course modify your project plans? Um, Very easy. I mean, for me, just by looking at it, quick, it's trying to learn how to communicate better. If you don't have that proper communication, it's gonna be very complex to understand what other people are trying to think or do within the project. Um, with that being said, like as a group, we need to include every project member who are part of the project, and better yet, once everything that is implemented, um, we can better adjust and make better adjustments into the project overall. Question 2: what type of updates will you make based on what you learned in this course? Based on what you learned in this course, based on the additional work and unexpected events. Some of the things that me and my team member Roxanne, we've been 7 long weeks, guys. A lot of updates and having to learn new areas. One of the things that we did have to update a lot was update such areas such as a WBS, our matrices, executive summaries, having to change the wordage or the verbiage to it to make sure it kind of flows with the rest of the project. And not to mention the budget. The budget's the main thing. For us, we either had to decide whether it was $10 million to come up with a new building, new area, or $5 million to lease a building, and see if the project or the overall project business project was gonna work. Um, Question 3: what specific modifications are being made to your project plan? Yet again, week 7, guys. Throughout week 1 through week 7, we have made a lot of modifications into our project plans. We have to adjust several areas throughout our project, whether it's for us, we had to not to mention this week's unexpected events to our project. But at the beginning, I'm pretty sure you guys already know we lost one of our team members. So for us, it was double the work. We had to readjust several areas. We had to work together in order to revise each section and to make sure that everything was flowing together. So that was one of our complications, or one of our complex situations that we had at the beginning of the semester. So that was an interesting way to do it with only 2 of us. But so far we've made it work. Question 4: what modifications do you think should be made? Do these recommendations match your teammates' recommendations? Absolutely. I mean, we have gone back and forth, whether it's on the on our group chat within Canvas or within the Google Doc. We had to go back and forth. While she was working in one section, I would do update another. One of the things that we did, that I do see that we still have to look over just a little bit more, is having to work within our WBS and our budget, our matrices again. Make sure that everything is flowing, that we're not gonna have another unforeseen event, and then we don't have enough money or within the budget, or it's not gonna work. We have to see all those things. We have to revise them one more time just to make sure that everything makes sense. Our executive summary, just one more time, look over it, and not to mention references. I know we have to update those, make sure they're updated and cited properly within our project plan. So if the recommendations match your team's recommendations, absolutely. We have a lot of work to do still. I think now that we're coming down to week, 7 and 8, um, I think so far it's so good. We're in the right path. We just have to revise everything, make sure everything's working fine. Um, as for that, guys, this is it for me for week 7. We hope to see you guys next week. See what it brings.